So this tutorial is all about uploading videos and animations that you've created to your manuscript. The first step is to go to youtube.com in a web browser, and you're going to click sign in. You're going to need to make sure that you are signed in to the VJIC channel on YouTube, and we've sent you an email with the credential, the email and password, the credentials. But if you haven't received that, if you lost it, just go ahead and email us again and we'll get that to you. So you're going to sign in here, and once you've signed in, you just need to go to upload. So at the top here you'll see a button that says upload. And then you're going to select the files to upload, and you're just going to navigate to your video on your hard drive and click choose. And depending on the length of it, YouTube might take a while to kind of chunk through this here. While it's working on that, you can actually go ahead and change some of these settings down here. One of the really important things to do is to make sure that the title starts with your last name. So just like in the WordPress site, in order to help us keep things organized, the title has to start with your last name. So I'm just going to say Dahlgren Video Example. And then it's really important to also put a description here. This can be thought of as the caption to your video. So I'm just going to, since we're short on time here, I'm just going to put that in there. It's also very important to leave the privacy settings as public, or else the video will not embed. And then in category, you can just select education. And there's some other things in here that if you want to change, you can. For example, the video thumbnail, that's just the still image that shows up before somebody clicks on the video to play it. So I'm just going to choose the one where I'm smiling here and set that as the thumbnail. Then I'm going to hit Save Changes. Okay, now your video is uploaded to YouTube, and then I'll show you what to do next. Now I'm going to show you how to actually get this video embedded into your manuscript. There's 3 different ways to do it, or 3 different sizes that it can show up. So I'm just going to walk through those each one at a time. The first one is a small size, and this is really good for kind of talking head type videos that don't have a lot of visual content that people need to see, so it can just be really small on the page. So what you start with is you get into the WordPress backend and you find your manuscript page. And then you're going to, in this visual tab here, you're going to figure out exactly where you want this video to be embedded. And because we're going to switch over to the text or the HTML code for this, I think it's really helpful to put a little placeholder where you want this thing to go, because once we flip over here, it's going to be very hard to figure out where we are. So I'm just going to put 3 big X's here so that the X marks the spot. When I flip over to text, you'll see there's all this kind of extra code in here, which makes it tough. So I'm looking for where I put that XXX here. Let me make this a little bit bigger. Okay, so this is where I'm going to place the code. Okay, so then I need to go into the manuscript guidelines and tutorials, and you're watching this video right here, and right below that it says HTML codes referenced in tutorial above. And the first thing, like I said, we're doing here is the small size. So I'm just going to grab this code, and then I'm going to copy it. I'm going to go back to my page edit here, and I am going to delete the XXX, and I'm actually going to put it in front of this paragraph marker here. I'm going to put it right there, paste. Okay, so this is the code I just pasted in, and it really can kind of just live like this, except for you need to tell WordPress the actual code for your YouTube video. So like it says here, insert the following code, replacing the blah 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 with the unique code for your video. Okay, so you're going to need to take this code between the slash and the question mark and replace it with the code for your video. So you need to go back to YouTube and find out what that code is. And there's a number of different ways to find this. If you're still in the spot, right after we uploaded it, it's right here. Okay, and it's probably a little small to see, but it's a 12-digit unique code for your video. Okay, if you're playing the video, You can look up here and you can find the code. That's a little bit, oops, a little bit hard to see here as well. What's even easier is if I go to share, it's this code right here. Okay, so it starts with, in my case, you know, J0 blah blah, but it's 12 characters long. Okay, so I'm going to copy just this part, okay, just the last between the slash and the end here. And then I'm going to go to edit page and I'm going to paste that. Okay, so there is my 12 character code for that particular video. Okay, now I'm done. So let's see what that looks like. I'm going to update. And then I'm going to view the page. Okay, and here is that video, and like it says in the manuscript guidelines, it is small, it is right aligned, and it has text wrapping around it. Okay, so that's what that looks like. Small, right aligned, text wrapping around it. Okay, now let's see what the medium one looks like. And I'm going to try to do this super, super quick. So I'm going to take medium size. I'm going to take this code. I'm going to go to my edit page here. And I'm going to find another spot for it by going to visual. And let's put this one here. XXX. I'm going to flip over to text, find that XXX, delete the XXX, go outside the paragraph marker, paste the code. Okay, so this is the code for the medium, and again I need that 12 character unique identifier. Now of course you wouldn't put the same video in different sizes, but just for the sake of example here I'm going to just use the same one twice here. Okay, so I'm going to take this 12-digit code, I'm going to go back here and I'm going to paste, update, view the page. Okay, there was my small one, that's right aligned. Here's my medium one and it is left aligned. Okay, so that's the first two. It's medium left aligned and it still has text wrapping around it. And this is actually, this size is good for, it could be for talking heads, but usually it's for when there's actually content in the video that people need to be able to kind of see and decipher. Now let me just lastly show you the large size. Okay, so we're going to go here and we're going to grab the large size code, copy, go back to our edit our page, flip to visual, find a good spot for it. I'm going to put it at the very, very bottom here, XXX. And this does not have text wrapping around it, so you know, it kind of acts like a paragraph almost. I'm going to flip over to text. I'm going to find that XXX at the bottom here. Okay, I'm going to paste, and I need that code again, that 12-digit, 12-character thing here, and paste, update, view the page. Okay, and that's what the large one looks like. It's left aligned just like the medium one is, but it's a lot larger, and there's really no way that you could wrap text around that, because the text would just be, you know, this teeny little area here. So it's really good for summary videos, or if there is a video where the content, the visual content of the video is so small that you really need to blow it up this big in order to see you know, all the information. Okay, so that's pretty much it. Let us know if you have any questions, and good luck. Thanks.